So I'm going to be talking about assertiveness today. Assertiveness is defined as direct, honest, and appropriate ways of standing up for your rights while respecting the rights of others. It's the golden mean between not assertiveness and aggressiveness. And this actually comes from an article published by Meg Selig and Change Power on September 13th, 2012, which is an amazing article about assertiveness. When it comes to my personal experience, I'm very assertive nowadays versus when I was an adolescent. I was very, very passive and got picked on a lot and bullied and stuff. So I actually learned to stick up for myself. And now that I've done that, I've become a much more easygoing person and life has been so much better. So when I took the quiz on queendom about assertiveness, I actually got a 90. So that actually says that I rarely hesitate to address the issues that concern me the most. Whether it's noisy neighbors or perhaps a raise that I feel I deserve, I'll immediately bring it to attention. I express myself freely, asserting my personal rights with the confidence that my request is reasonable. As a self-assured individual, I am comfortable with letting others know that I disagree with them, especially when I feel that I'm being treated poorly. This approach shows that I feel I deserve respect and expect others to treat me this way, which is very, very true. And also a couple of other things I found very interesting from this article was the situations that you should normally speak up in but you don't, which a lot of people encounter. The one that rang a bell to me was the one where it talks about your mother coaxing you to have a piece of her delicious pie, but you're not hungry and you're watching your weight, but you don't want to hurt her feelings, so you force a smile and choke it down. And that has happened so many times. And when I was a kid, I was much more passive, like I said. But nowadays, I'm like, no, not eating that. I'm trying to lose weight, and you should too. Your friend makes a snide remark, and you feel upset but say nothing. That has happened so many times. But like I said, nowadays, not so much. I got a 90, so I'm very assertive. Also, non-assertiveness endured too long can easily morph into aggressiveness. From a stance of non-assertion, you suddenly explode into an attitude of, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take anymore. When you act aggressively, you deliberately violate or ignore the rights of others or carelessly disregard their feelings. If you have a conscience, you'll know when you've been aggressive because you feel guilty afterward. And that is so, so, so true. If you are not assertive and you're very passive and you let things pile up and get to you, you're going to explode all at one time. That's just normal. So when you're assertive in a non-violent way, you get out that that stress and that how you feel about it, so you don't go on and mess up people's lives, because that's what I would do. I'd beat the crap out of people. Also, another thing that I found interesting was the assertive phrases that they gave you, which is, I'm not comfortable with that, I'll think about it, no thank you, I could use some help, I don't appreciate it when you blink, please stop now. So
need some help, there's a psychiatrist down the hall.
So I think those do really help in real life situations. And one more thing that I found interesting from this article was, should you always be assertive? Not at all. Sometimes life calls for protective aggressiveness or wise non-assertiveness. When you want relationships that are more open, honest, and kind, aim for the assertiveness zone as much as possible. So very true. What a wonderful article. And that will be it. Thanks, Ms. Thomas.